It was Disney night over at Dancing with the Stars. There were some great performances, and then there were some dud performances. I thought, personally, the worst performance of the night was Robert and Kim. I hope that he is a lot better in bed than he is on the dance floor when it comes to the quick step, because he was tired. It just didn't fit him very well. Now, also was really bad was Chris and Whitney. Chris and Whitney are just, there's no chemistry there. I don't know. I think it's because his wife is out in the audience. The only way Chris and Whitney are going to win is if Whitney replaces Chris with Alfonso Ribeiro, who was there, because otherwise they need to go home. Just not good. No rhythm, white boy rhythm. You know, Miss Domoro Regato, Mr. Robato. My top dance for the evening was Riker and Allison. I don't even like the Pasta Doble or double. What is it? Pasta Doble? I'm not sure. I don't even like that dance. I know what it's about. It's about the aggressive male. And I was wondering how a little jaggedy hair boy was going to be able to do it. And he actually pulled it off. He was super aggressive, super strong. He was twirling her around so hard, he almost lost his own balance. They were fantastic and deserved way higher scores than they got, even though they got a couple of 10s. But Rumor and Val ended up with the higher score. Now, I didn't like theirs as much. I thought theirs was a little cleaner, maybe because Riker spun Allison out of control at one time. But Rumor and Val, nevertheless, were the higher scores. Now, Willow and Mark were also great. They did Alice in Wonderland. It was fantastic. The costume was great. The opening was great. The middle was great. The end was great. I loved everything about it. I thought they would have scored higher, but I think because the judges, are dancers and dance instructors, that they see things that we don't see, the general public. So I thought they were really good. In the bottom 3 this week are Suzanne and Tony, Chris and Whitney, and Patty and Artem. Patty said what she had was a knee injury in week 2 of the competition. Isn't this week 5? So why is she complaining about it now? She could have complained about it last week when she was shucking and jiving, and she did really, really good. I loved her little yellow dress, but alas, she ended up in the bottom 3 this week. So going home on Dancing with the Stars was Suzanne and Tony. Boo! I really liked Suzanne. Took a minute for her to find her rhythm, but I really liked her. Guess it's back to QVC, girl. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Over on Rupauls Drag Race, we had everybody's favorite episode, Snatch Game. Everybody loves the show. This is what we wait for. We know that it's the middle of the show, and you've made it halfway there if you make it to Snatch Game. There were some really interesting characters. There were some hits and some misses, just like normal. Max's Sharon Needles, he looked just like Sharon Needles. Had no mannerisms. Jaden Dior Fierce, her Raven Simone, the cute little thing. I used to watch That So Raven all the time. You go, yeah, and you see the future, blah, blah, I get it. But like Michelle Visage says, after the first time, it's hard to make her funny. Snatch Game is all about making your character, humorous and finding the humor in it. And speaking of finding the humor, bitch, oh my God, Kennedy Davenport let me have it as Little Richard. Oh Lord, I can't even do it like she does it. It's amazing. She was so good. What a risky move doing a male. But Little Richard wears more makeup than some drag queens. I don't see the problem in having her do it, and I'm glad she made that choice, made that decision. It was so good. Now, my other favorites were Ginger Minge's Adele. She was spot on. The only problem was I thought Kennedy was just a little, it was more risky for her to do Little Richard than it was for Ginger to do Adele. You know what I mean? Because, it was right in her wheelhouse. So, and my other standout, which you're not going to believe, is my girl Pearl. Lord Jesus, she finally did something right. Big Ange. She reminded me of Christina Kelly when she did Mommy Dearest, Joan Crawford, at National Entertainer of the Year. She had the overdrawn lips. Everything that she had was exaggerated. And it was the perfect personality for Pearl. So, good up on Pearl, finally, girl. The big old standout star, though, off of RuPaul's Drag Race was guest judge Tamar Braxton. She was hashtagging this, hashtagging that. She wants to be the queen of hashtag one-liners. And baby, hashtag meat ratchetness, hashtag, what else did she say? Hilarical. Hashtag hilarical. Who says hilarical? Hilarious and hysterical. This thing, she must have copyrighted that shit right before she came in there. So the winner of the challenge, for the very first time, we had a dual winner. We had Ginger Minge as Adele and Kennedy Davenport as Little Richard. I thought Kennedy could have pulled that by herself. You know, Kennedy trips me out just sitting up in there. Honey, she would be sitting up there and on top doing this with her fan. Sitting up in that chair like the Godfather, honey, and just giving the kids advice. She's a pageant queen from way back, honey. She knows what she's talking about. And she don't let that shit bother her. It just rolls off of her. So your bottom two was Jaden Dior Fierce and Max. Yikes. I expected Miss Fame, and I think Miss Fame, but expected to be in the bottom as well. She was not good. No, Donatella Versace was not good for her. No. So, as I said, she probably should have been in the bottom too, but alas, it's Jaden Dior Fierce and Max. After the lip sync for your life, Max goes home. Well, I mean, Jaden turned it out, okay, but Max went home. He was in my top 3. I cannot believe she had one little screw up, and RuPaul's like, see ya. 'Cause that's what happened to Trixie Mattel, too. One little mess up. See, bitches need to step lightly. Watch out, girl. One mistake and you're out of there. So, you know, Max goes home, and then I noticed that there was like 2 minutes left on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I thought, well, there should be 30 seconds left. And lo and behold, RuPaul does what everybody expects RuPaul to do. Maybe I shall bring back one of my girls. Who do you think it should be? Please insert your comments below and tell me who you think it should be. You know, hashtag justice for Trixie. I mean, Trixie Mattel, she had that winning personality and that winning perseverance. So I would be surprised if she didn't bring Trixie back next week. That's why Trixie put out that video that she was doing okay. She probably comes back and wins the whole damn thing. So we've got to wait till next week to see what RuPaul says about bringing a new girl back. I'm okay with that, whatever. Because there's been times where they brought him back and they eliminated him in the same show. Hashtag Karma Carrera. This week on social media, Hillary Clinton released a video announcing her running for the President of the United States in 2016. She's the only candidate so far in the Democratic Party, I believe. Her video was really nice. It displayed a wide variety of ages and people. You know, she had the youth, she had the retiring, she had the gays, she had the singles, you know, she had a little bit of everything, the Spanish folk. So I think what she's trying to do is, you know, dumb down her rock star status because, you know, her name is symbolic with the presidency. It's unfortunate, but, you know, she's a politician. It is what it is. So I think they're just taking a different approach this time and really trying to attract a different type of voter this time. I think she's going about it the right way. I love the video myself, and I believe on the Republican side they're going to be duking it out. Rand Paul, or is it Randy? Rand Paul. I believe his name's Rand Paul. And there's another one. Big Angie's husband, Marco Rubio. Anyway, it's a throwback to Big Ange. Anyway, so it seemed, and Jeb Bush. So those guys are probably going to duke it out while she sits back like this and waits for the general election, unless some unknown Obama comes out of left field like did last time. So good luck, Hillary, and we'll see how these things turn out for you. Don't forget to watch the UNFamous show every Tuesday here on YouTube. Take care, guys. See you next week. Bye.